Well, guys, it's time that we address the Nova. I haven't really done anything to it. I haven't showed it because we've been saving up. I've been saving up money to buy parts for it, but here she is in her glory. 1974 Chevy Nova. Picked it up not that long ago, but it's got a 350 small block. Nothing special, just stock aluminum radiator. The only thing I've done to it was I bought this fan shroud. I forgot, I think I took it off a Lincoln Town Car, but try to make it fit. It helped it out, it did help out. But it's got CPP brakes all the way around, disc brakes. It's got front bucket seats, aftermarket steering wheel. It's pretty much all there. I did do this a long time ago, just because it was a piece of wood and that's all I had as fabric. I covered it up, but I did order a headliner for it. I was gonna try to make one myself, but I didn't have the backboard that it comes with originally, or else I would have tried to recover it. But I ordered, that's the only thing that I got. So I got a headliner coming in. I put all these floor mats in here that I had in my storage, because my son likes to get in here, and there was a lot of sharp edges, so I just try to make it a little bit safer for him. But I ordered the, what is it called, the sound deadening. So I ordered some sound deadening. We're gonna put sound deadening down. I'm gonna see when I take it off if the floor looks okay. If I don't have to paint it, then I'm just gonna put the sound deadening. I got a carpet kit for it. I have installed gauges on it for the water temperature and the oil, but that was before we started filming. I got a dash cover, but it's a cheapo one. As you can tell, started warping with the sun. I do have the rearview mirror, but it fell off. I gotta put it back on. Visors are in good shape. I don't know what this is. It's just like a little flat blower motor fan. It's missing some interior parts. I'm missing the armrest on it, the little chrome clip that it has right here, so I'm gonna have to order that. And it's missing on this side. See, they put tape on it. The armrests are gone. The door panels look okay, so I think I'm gonna hold off on a little bit for that. So for right now, we're gonna put the sound deadening, the headliner, the carpet. I'm probably gonna start with the trunk, do the same thing as the Valiant, sand it and paint it, paint the whole trunk. And yes, this one does have subs. I didn't want to, but the car has Black Widow dual exhaust, no cats, and it does get pretty loud in there. So I am going to be installing a 4-channel amp for the door speakers, so I could hear them a little bit more. Since I'm going to install an amp already, I'm just going to go ahead and I ordered a 4-channel amp, and I'm going to connect the 12-inch woofer back there. And I also ordered air shocks for it, just to raise the back up a little bit, because the other day I had my 2 boys in the back and I put gas, and then I had to drive real slow because the tires started rubbing on the inside. So I got air shocks coming in, and yeah, that's I just didn't want to show off the car until I started ordering parts to start fixing it, but that's pretty much what we're going to start off with right now. Also, the plans for the engine bay. I do want to repaint everything again. I want to redo the bumpers, the grill. I'm gonna go, when I start working on the engine bay, I think I'm gonna do the interior first and the trunk, and then I'll worry about the engine bay. But the only reason I want to wait is because I also want to get a carburetor for it, but I'm not too sure what I want to get for it. If I want to get a Holley or an Edelbrock. I gotta look into how much CFM. Supposedly, don't quote me on this, but supposedly the original carburetor is about 750, 800 CFM, which I'm not too sure. I gotta look into that a little bit more. But so that's right now. I just ordered that. I gotta put a little bit more money away to get the carburetor first, but I want to go around, try to clean some of the stuff up, whatever I don't need, get rid of. I did delete the heater because it was rusty and it was leaking on the inside, so I got rid of that. I'm not gonna drive the car when it's cold, and I'm not gonna drive the car when it's super hot either. So it's just nice cool days is when I drive it. I do want to paint the engine bay, clean some of the stuff up again. The only thing I've done to the car since I bought it was I fixed the power steering on it. One of the lines was snapped or ripped, and it was leaking out power steering fluid. Sorry guys, I had a customer come in, but yeah, those are the plans. Clean it up, paint it, get a new carburetor for it, and I'm gonna start looking into maybe an electric fan in case I do gotta drive it when it gets really hot. Try to push a little bit more than this fan. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And another thing that I forgot to say that I have to address is also the brakes. I don't know, I've tried to fix them before already once, but after a while when you start driving it, they start squeaking really bad. The pads look fine, the discs look fine. I greased them again, make sure everything was fine, but after a good while they do start squeaking, so I gotta look into that. But yeah, those are the plans for the Nova for now, and hopefully pretty soon, as soon as everything starts coming in, start filming, cleaning it up and make it decent. All right guys, good morning. Today I got my shocks in, my air shocks. We're gonna be installing them in the rear. I don't know if you guys could tell, but there is a little bit of sag in the back compared to the front. So I'm gonna be installing them. Like I said in the last video, last time I went to the store, I took my boys with me, and then I had to put fuel, and when I ended up putting fuel, it started rubbing. So I think these shocks are worn out, so I just ended up getting the air shocks. But yeah, we're gonna be installing those today, and then hopefully raise this up a little bit to where the bag's not sagging so much. I don't know if you could tell the video in person. Seems like the front fender is sitting about a 1/4 inch above the tire, and then the rear is a 1/4 inch from the rim. So hopefully raise it up a little bit. I'm thinking about maybe raising it up right on top of the tire, just to give it a little bit of suspension in the back and give it a little bit of rake. See how it looks. Well, these are a lot beefier than the OEM ones, so hopefully they fit. But I have to remove this one And then, I don't know if you guys can see these two right there. Yeah, they're done.
No, it's in there.
So the angle, I just don't want this to be facing this way. Let's see if the other one I could, that's different. No, this one. It's facing, oh, you could just, there we go. Maybe. Let's see if they're gonna fit there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just close to the frame.
What is? Oh, the top?
Hopefully it'll hit when it comes down. But if not, try to raise it up as much. Or not hitting it. I was telling Sir that my only concern is I don't want to put this little nipple where the hose goes in for the air. I don't want to put it facing this way, because then the hose is gonna wrap around, and I don't want that. I want it facing inward to try to stay clear from everything. But my only concern is that if it's gonna hit the frame once it comes down. But I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there. For now, I'm gonna install them facing inward, and hopefully it'll clear the frame. When I ordered them, it said it was for the car, but
you know how that goes.
We all know how that goes. Fits one, fits all. Put a little bit of Durlock because it doesn't have a lock washer on it. I don't have any lock washers. This side's done. I don't think it's gonna hit the, hopefully it doesn't. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the other side, and then I'll come back when I'm putting the hoses. All right guys, well I thought that this side was gonna be straightforward, but I can't put it on this side because the bracket from the rear end, it's actually rubbing on the shock body. I mean, I could put it on, but I don't want it rubbing through, so so he's just gonna cover up the gas tank for me, and then he's gonna cover it up because the gas tank's right there. And I'm gonna see if I could grind it down a little bit on this edge right here, just so it's not hitting on the shock body. The only reason I think it hits because I think that rear end is off of something else. I don't think it's the original rear end of the car. It's what is it? A Tembo? It's a Tembo with the little ears. If you know, you know. I believe it's off of what was it, C20 or the C30s?
Something like that.
Yeah. You a brave motherfucker, bro. You're right under the gas tank. That shit blows up your car. No, we're both fine. And Tony could drive one. How old is he? He's 8. He could drive one. Let me see. A little bit more from the bottom. I mean, it's not the main shock. It's like the little body, the body. But I don't want to. I'm gonna be hearing fucking rubbing and shit. I thought you said you were gonna go slow.
My sleeve is burned.
I think I got one in my eye. I don't think it's gonna get any better than that.
What?
Just to like, yeah. I mean, if it rubs, it's not gonna be that much anymore. Because before I couldn't even get it in because it was hitting. Let me put this on and then we'll be back. All right. Well, I'll put it on, but I don't know if you guys can see. The bottom is fine, but the very tip of it, when I try to bolt it on, it has some space right there, but once I try to bolt it on, it hits the very tip, so I'm gonna knock the little top of the tip down a little bit more, and then we'll come back to see where I'm at. All right, so I got it all bolted on, and I don't know if you guys can see, there's a tiny little gap in between, but it's just mainly the shock body is not really it's just like the outside shell, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully it don't rub through. Well guys, when it rains it pours, I try to hit the bottom a little bit just to get some extra space, and I ended up breaking the little ear off the shock mount. I'm gonna clean this up. I'm gonna tack it again in the same spot, and then I'm gonna have to reinforce it. I found this piece of steel. I'm probably gonna put it through the back and weld it, and then try to do the same thing to the front just to make it a little bit stronger. It was my mistake. I should have just left it how it was, but since I didn't want to rub it on the body, I ended up smacking it and just ended up breaking it. That's what happens. I do have a welder. It's not the best thing in the world, and it kind of stops sometimes working, but I'm gonna see if I could just tack this into place and see if I could just reinforce it. Weld it on, and then try to make a bracket to reinforce it a little bit just so it won't break off. I didn't want to weld, but I guess, oh, it was already cracked. That's when I gave up. Probably gonna have to move this out the way. I don't know if you guys can see the little rust spot right here. I guess it was already cracked, so I'm gonna go ahead and grind this down a little bit and then tack it on there. I'm not a welder, guys, so bear with me. I'm trying. Well, I welded it. I tried at least. It's not the prettiest thing, but cut up a new little bracket, put it on there, try to give it a little bit extra strength. We'll put it on and see what happens. Either way, I think it should be able to help. I'll probably order a new one. This is just so I can finish the shocks today. Alright, I put the little nipple for the air shocks right here. Should clear it. And then these already come ready to go. You don't have to install the little rubber pieces from the inside. They're already in there. Basically just put them on, screw them on, and ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll come back. I got little dual exhaust, X pipe, no cats. That's why I want to put sound deadening, so it could start kind of quieted down on the inside because it's too loud. Stock headers.
Just plug the last line in and then take it from there.
Alright guys, it's been a couple days. It's settled, and what we noticed is that this side is a tad lower than the other one. The car's kind of sitting sideways. This side's just right above the tire. The other side is a little bit, I don't know if you could tell on camera, but it's kind of sideways. And we think because somebody made some mischief, like right under the blocks, those little rubber pieces, that one's a little bit higher, so that's probably why it's picking it up from that side more than this side. The air shocks are maxed out. I don't want to pick it up any higher. Honestly, I don't even like them because I thought it was gonna pick the car up way more, but I guess it is what it is. I'll probably end up getting bigger blocks to pick it up a little bit. Those look like 2-inch blocks. I'll probably end up getting 3-inch blocks eventually. Try to pick it up a little bit more just so the tire won't be rubbing. But hopefully you guys like the video. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I will have more content on the Nova, but hopefully little by little we start doing a little bit better and try to put out more content. But like I said, thank you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, Give us a like, try to share it, and I'll see you on the next one. Cold start? Couple days cold start. Let's see if it starts with no gas, just straight key. And the battery's dead.